Are we recording?
Weekends are not for showers.
Spitting on the ones and twos.
Wait, are we gonna get copyright infringement for that?
Welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister.
We're really relying on our editors to do a good job.
You're weird without my headset. Hi.
Hi. We are in the flesh. In the flesh.
I can touch her.
And it's a special day today.
It's Erica's birthday!
It's my birthday. I'm 40 today. We're recording it on my actual birthday.
First day of 40s.
Yeah, it's the official first day of 40s. Well, I'm obviously visiting Leia in Vegas for my birthday weekend, so we got some kind of self-care stuff planned today. We're Hey Sister, Soul Sister. I forgot to say that.
And she's Erica.
And I'm Erica. And that's Leia. That's
Thanks.
Leia right there. So we have like a fun little like relaxing day plan. We went to the strip one day to go see a show, but we haven't gone back.
But what show?
We went to go see the Magic Mike show.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's a fun show. It's not super striptease, and it has like a little bit of a tiny bit of a storyline, but you see hot men dancing, and it's hot. It's hot.
Lots of abs.
Lots of abs.
Lots of like.
There was a little bit of ass. I did see some ass.
Yeah, well, that's right. Little ass.
A little bit of some chonchonies showing. It was really hot. It was hot. I want to do it again because we bought the tickets last minute, so we weren't in like the seats were fine. It just felt a little like cramped.
Yeah, cramped, and I feel like you're not as connected with the performers because it's so interactive.
Yeah.
So next time we're gonna be on the floor.
Definitely want a lap dance next time. Didn't want one this time. I had like a crown and a sash, and sometime during the show was like slowly taking it off because I didn't want attention on me.
I was like,
Didn't feel like it. I was feeling uncomfortable. I was
the next one will be on the floor.
Yeah.
Ready to receive.
Yeah. Totally ready to receive. There's been a lot since we last recorded. Like last week. It's only been a week, but like in pop culture news, I mean, we heard the slap that was heard around the world. So much. It's like a lot of controversy. All I could say is, oh wow, that happened. Okay.
It was crazy. I mean, I was watching a lot of reactions.
Yeah.
Everyone had like a spectrum of different perspectives on it.
Yeah.
And I think after reading them, I was like, you know what? It doesn't have to be one way.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that Will is wrong or, Chris was wrong to make the joke or even like just dealing with alopecia. There was other things too, like, Jade is a narcissist. Why didn't she stop him? Like it was a wide range of people speaking out about it.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I was reading them all and I was like, it doesn't have to be one thing. All of those things could actually be true and exist all at the same time. Yeah. I think it looks like a simple act, like out of like rage, but it's actually very complex because like these three human beings are responding to the environment, their histories, like their like their own stories and beliefs. So it's layered. So I really was like, this is deeper than just a slap.
Yeah, the 1 year I don't watch the Oscars, and it was like dramatic. It was dramatic for sure.
So dramatic.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't like. For me, it's just the like all of it was wrong. But I think for me, like doing the slap was wrong, and it like overshadowed a great moment in Will Smith's career because he won the Academy, and I do think he deserved that Academy because I saw the movie King Richard, and Will Smith he's a fun actor to watch in action, but he wasn't up until that movie. He wasn't like what you would consider like Oscar or like award-winning type of actor. So I think he did deserve that Oscar, but it was overshadowed by the altercation and his reaction to something. It's there's just a lot of stuff, and I know like people. There's just a lot of conversations. Like I don't know if Chris Rock knew that Jada had alopecia. I didn't know she had alopecia. I just thought she wanted to shave her head, and that was like the look she was going for. Because a lot of women do that, and that's fine, And I think she's done something similar in the past, but it could have been because of that, or it's just it's a weird situation, and I hope we get through this. But that was that.
There's also like Questlove won. That was the award that Chris Rock was trying to present.
Oh, was it? Yeah. And it overshadowed.
He won for
it's a documentary.
A documentary, and I can't remember what it's called, but it highlighted just Harlem. I want to say, it was beautiful, and I think Questlove just presented in the Grammys too. But that was a really big win for him.
Yeah,
super huge.
Yeah, I'm looking up what it was the name of the documentary.
Summer of Soul.
Summer of Soul?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, I was like, where do you see? I'm like, it's the small letters, grayed out. I was looking, Summer of Soul. Yeah. So this is a lot of stuff, and a lot of people have opinions, and their own people's fight, and I think
craziness.
Yeah, it's craziness, but I was like, wow. Like I just sat there. I was like, the one like. I found out about it via social media, and people were reposting because I was not watching it.
I texted her, so fast. So I was like, "Did you see it?" Because I had assumed you were watching it, because like you always watch it, And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you see what happened?"
I didn't watch it because I wasn't home. I've been traveling, and I was at a friend's house, and they weren't watching it, so. It's like on network television, so now I don't even have cable anymore. I canceled my DirecTV, so next year I don't know how I'm gonna watch the Emmys. That's like the show that I really like watching is the Emmys. So,
well, I mean, this is not an ad, but maybe it should be. I use Sling, and it's only $45 a month, and it gives you all your
but I don't watch enough cable channels to get anything, so I have to figure out like what to stream. I'll find a way to stream it. My dad has Sling, so I could just get his account. I think he has it. He might have canceled it because he asked me one time because I don't. We had it and we ended up not using it, but I'll ask him again. Like, hey, can I have it? Can I have a password? He gets crazy. My dad gets crazy. Like he won't even tell me the password. He like has to set it up. I have to come to my house and set it up because he's so paranoid when it comes to stuff. Like literally, I'll go over and he's like putting on new spyware software, and he like gets mad because it's not working and because his computer's old and it needs to do updates, and he's like he's so paranoid with all of that. We're like, oh my god, and it stresses us out. But anyways, that is a funny tangent. But there was something else. Oh, so the Grammys were yesterday again. Alex was watching it, but we weren't watching it. We were just outside, like lounging at the pool, much needed because it wasn't hot. It wasn't sunny, but it wasn't cold, and so we just kind of laid out by the pool.
It was so nice,
and it was nice. Like I feel like I needed that. Like I needed a recharge. And they were on, but I didn't really watch them.
I saw BTS perform, which I was like...
I didn't know Leia was into BTS. Like,
it's one representation, so you support Asian people.
Yeah. I know they're big.
They're huge.
They're huge.
And I mean, like, I think it's the first, like, Asian band that made it that, like, big, like, worldwide, United States also, like... huge.
Yeah, they're super big.
I'm so proud that they are like being recognized. Excuse me, frog in my throat. Being recognized. So, and then music is really fun.
It's
fun.
I
think it's fun and like catchy, and I want to like choreograph myself doing a dance.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
that's the only thing I watched though.
Yeah, and then we were just like in and out of the house, and we would like kind of look. But what I did love was Joe Koy stories. He was like hyping Chelsea Handler because I guess she was nominated for
a Grammy Best Comedy Album.
Yeah. And so he was just like super supporting her, and like all his stories were like a tribute to her. It was pretty awesome to see. Like, I love seeing when men support their women, especially when their women are doing more than just like having babies and cooking and doing, you know, what society says a woman should do. Yeah. And when a woman is like stepping, you know, she's like in her zone with her career. And that's like awesome. You know, like I saw that, I was like, oh, they do exist out there.
They do. There's you know, I feel like there's more and more of an abundance of them, and I love those two as a couple, Joe Koy and Chelsea Handler. Not Chandler.
Not Chandler Bing.
I love them as a couple. I think she waited a long time, and not necessarily she was like waiting, but like, you know, it took a while for her to find someone who's going to celebrate her like Joe Koy does. So I'm really kind of I love watching them. They're just like, they celebrate each other. They celebrate like them as a couple, as an individual. They're just so light, and I've been following Chelsea Handler for years. Like read her book, all the things. And I've never kind of seen her this way.
Because even when she was like, because she was with 50 Cent for a while, right? And like she never talked about it. I remember like they would say things like jokes, and she just would kind of like just smile, but like not really talk about them. And I don't think I ever saw pictures of them together or anything.
I think maybe like a little teeny.
Was there a little bit? Like I didn't see it.
I don't think they. I don't think they were like out in public. Like that,
so like, and now like with Joy.
See, I'm doing it.
With Joe. It's just such an easy name. It's his last name that like it's popping into my head. With Joe Koy, it seems like they're like really into each other, and they're not afraid to show it. And they haven't even been dating for that long, so you know, like
they've been friends forever. I think that's like what was really cool.
And that's probably why they feel a little more secure in their relationship to share a little bit more in their social media and all that, because they were friends before, and then it elevated to this, and it just feels like we got along before and we're getting along now, and it's like they're a little perfect relationship, you know. So I still have hope. You know,
as you should.
As I enter 40, I haven't been single since I was 25. So that you know, entering 40 and single, I have hope watching Chelsea. We
can't do it today.
We can't do it. Those two, that couple, those two comedians together. But yeah, like I thought that was cute and sweet. Other than that, like, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of other news, because I feel like I've been like kind of not as much into the news, just because of like you know, I've been catching up with friends and dealing with my shit.
All
my
necessary.
Shit is bananas.
You've been doing your 2 weeks of reconnecting with people, calibrating your energy, and
for those of you who are new to the podcast, I hinted at it already. Like at the end of February, I got out of a 15-year relationship, and so it's been kind of a struggle. And I think I was telling Leia yesterday, like I feel like it probably should have ended like 5 years ago, but we stayed, and so it's just kind of like it's just been hard, you know. Like I was with a person forever and thought I was going to be with them more, and you know, recalibrating and finding myself and figuring out who I am as just me. So there's a lot of exciting things that I think are going to come from this and happening. It's just I was still in the muck of it, the thick of it, you know, the emotional part of it. the grieving part, but I think every day I'm like getting stronger and stronger. So I'll be okay. If anything, I'm gonna be great and amazing. That's what I'm manifesting over here. Manifest good times, come on. And that starts with getting rubbed down. Like today.
Tell the people what we got on our agenda
today.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I said it a little bit in the beginning.
Just self-care. Oh well. We've been really into this hot workout
situation. Oh yeah.
I literally should be a spokesperson for this.
Yeah,
it's called Hot Works, and I love it.
Yeah, and it's Hot Works. You spell works instead of a K, it's an X. Yes. And I did it, so I was a little like kind of hesitant because I've done like hot yoga, and that shit makes you feel dizzy. Like I remember the first time I did hot yoga, I was like super sweaty and dizzy, and like it was almost unbearable. And so sometimes like you just lay there. But this thing, like, mind you, I haven't worked out for like 2 weeks, and I go in there and I feel like a champ. I'm like, oh, I could do more than what I could do because it has the infrared.
Infrared, yeah.
And it helps you not feel as like tired. I don't know. It has like crack or magic in it, and you're like, I honestly felt even healthier as I was doing the stuff. Like I was like, whoa, I feel like I could do more in this like infrared than when I'm just like at home or at a gym. So I'm kind of sad that I don't have one at home. Like now I'm like I'm addicted, and I'm gonna that's gonna be my main struggle when I go back. Like F this breakup. Like it's like I don't have info. I don't have Hot Works near me.
We were looking,
but I live in a shitty town. So.
Someone needs to go and franchise this place. Like it's all franchise. So. Oh, Erica's getting birthday messages right now.
And someone like did lasers,
so cute.
And I was like, I don't even know who half these people are because I'm in this like movie club and their names don't pop out.
How cute! You should ask them. Be like, hey, can you put your names next to your numbers?
I was like, can I say your numbers? I'll just text the guy that added me to the group and be like, whose numbers are
everyone?
Because only one person says maybe this one, but no one else does, and we all have iPhones, so I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow, here we are.
And
then we're gonna get, like Eric said,
rubbed down and some good food and some sun.
It's all a little bit of sun. Yeah.
And that's it. That's our day. Which I'm excited about. It's like relaxing. Like I'm so happy because we were gonna go like hiking. And then I was like, let's just do more infrared.
Yes.
Because like hiking, we were going to have to wake up early because it gets hot,
and I can feel it today. When I went to go to the grocery store like at 7, I was already feeling the heat. I was like, ooh, today's a sunny day.
Yeah, so we ain't doing the hiking today. Not today. But yeah, we could go before. Can you hand me your super attractor? I want to. Leah has these cards. The super attractor
by Gabby
Bernstein. It's just like cool little manifestation stuff. So I want to pull one
Ooh,
for the pod. So grab a card, any card.
The site was calling to me.
Okay, what does it say?
Oh, each time I choose to tune into spirit guidance of the highest truth shows up for me.
Ooh, perte.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about it before we move on to circles and high vibes. I'm take a picture of it.
Yeah.
We talked about smile into the camera. There you go. Oh my God, where was it going? Like yesterday we were replying to some people that are interested in collaborating with us. Mm-hmm. And some of the people that hit us up had like really cool like subjects that they want to talk about and are so aligned with what we've talked about in the past. And I'm excited. So we're just scheduling all that out. So those episodes are probably going to be out like late April, maybe May. It's just the scheduling thing that like kind of takes a little bit of time. Mm-hmm. But Leigh and I found 2 people right now.
Very excited about
I'm super excited. I was like reading their stuff and I was like, ooh, yes, please. Yes, please. And then we're like working with other people on their podcast. So like Leigh and I are just excited for like the people that are coming to want to collaborate with us because this means like we get to grow our audience as well. And like that's like for me, that's how I find other podcasts is listening to a podcast and being like, hey, I like that person, and go check them out. So I'm excited for those collaborations, and just seeing where the podcast goes in the next few months, because I have a feeling we're doing things. We've opened up a lot of space. Yay! So struggles and highs.
I don't really know.
Do you remember your struggle from last week?
No. Well, Erica's been here since Thursday, so it's been just a lot.
High,
like, I mean, like, relaxing for the most part, but, you know, like, being in each other's energy. So, like a struggle. I think maybe I scheduled myself crazy before Erica came, like, start to finish. That's not advised. I'm not. Don't recommend it. Don't recommend it. It's a hard no for me. And the funny thing is, like, I know that doesn't serve me. And I was like, it always creeps up. It's like, oh, maybe I can do it just for a few days.
Yeah, that's what we think, and we can't.
No, highly don't recommend.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but I think this time around was interesting because I knew it. It was in my awareness. So sometimes I do it on accident, right? If I do it on accident, then I'm like, should really pay attention, and then I can avoid like feeling so like drained and stressed out. But I did this one on purpose.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I think what the lesson to learn is giving myself permission, because I'm my own worst enemy in that situation. I'm like, I knew what I was doing. I did it anyways, and I was like so exhausted every single day.
I don't do that even when, especially when I know I'm gonna be leaving. It was like, no, I'm not gonna, because like anytime I'm in a meeting, it adds more to my workload. So I'm just like, no, unless it's like crazy important, because I have to, when I leave, I have to like do like a write up for like people that are covering me. So that's like a day's worth of work. So I have to say no to things because of that. Unless it's like not busy, then I'll take it. But you know. No, I know myself now. I know how I react to when I'm like a little too busy. So I'm like, no.
So, you know, I'm just going to have to like tell myself no, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, no one's asking me to do this stuff.
No
I'm the one doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it
so,
yourself.
Lesson, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's learned. I think I'm just, it's in progress.
Yeah.
It's
something in
progress.
Yeah. My struggle, besides my hair, so I showered, but I didn't fix my hair. I just don't like what it's doing.
I like that little flippy.
Yeah, but then the rest of it looks like crap. I didn't, because we're gonna go work out, and it's gonna get all sweaty, and then we're gonna get massages, we're gonna go in the pool. Things are gonna be happening. I just did my makeup for the podcast for you guys. Ding. My struggle, aside from, going through a breakup, that's the obvious. The unemployment office is just, oh my God. The whole process, so I'm on a leave of absence, mental health crisis over here. And I've been out since like the beginning of March, and barely last week at the end of March, where it was like, all my paperwork got processed through, so like my checks are in the mail type of thing. Luckily, like I had a bonus from work, and I did my taxes, so I have my tax money, that I'm okay financially. But it's still like, dang, like what if I really, really needed this paycheck to paycheck? Like I would be struggling right now, like I'm lucky that I have a little bit more than enough to be okay. And then when I cash my stuff, it's like I'm even in a better spot. But there was like because I chose, like, there wasn't an option for like, stress and anxiety, because that's what I was like dealing with, a lot of anxiety, depression, stress. There wasn't an option, so I hit other, and then they sent me an email like, you need to call before April 2nd. So I'm calling, and like one day I couldn't even get through. Like every time I called the unemployment office and like, went to like the operator, was like, we've maxed out our people, call again later. Sometimes I would call and the call would just drop. Sometimes I would call and it would be busy. Like Tuesday of last week, I was like calling and it just like I started calling at 8 right when it opened, and it kept dropping me. It kept pinging up on me. Like I just couldn't get through, and I called like 20 times, and finally I just gave up. Luckily on Wednesday, or Thursday, I don't even know what day it was. It was like, yeah, it was a Wednesday. I finally like got through, but it was like I did the thing where you hang up and they call you back, like you don't lose your place in line. And they originally was like, oh, it's only a 30-minute wait, but I did that. They called me like an hour and a half later, and it was like lunchtime, so I went with my friend to go get a sandwich. And of course, they're calling me as I'm about to pay. So like my friend's telling me something, I'm just like trying to pay for my sandwich. The girl's asking me a million questions, and I was like on the phone, like, hold on. And I was like so distracted. Like I can't, all of a sudden I became this person that couldn't multitask.
That's me on a regular basis.
But it was because like I had been calling them for so long, I didn't want them to hang up on me. Yeah. And I didn't want to lose them. And so like I was just like flustered, and finally was just like, oh, you picked this. What is that? And I told them, and they're like, okay, we're processing it today. Should be out tomorrow. And I was like, that's really what it was. Like you guys couldn't send me to like a direct line for quick access. Like I had to do the general population. It was like so annoying. They actually sent me an email over the weekend, and I have to check, which I'm just like, I'll check. I don't want to deal with it today. I'll check it like tomorrow when I'm home and like deal with the whole process all over again, whatever that is. Because since my leave got extended, I had to like put in a request update, which that hadn't gone through yet. So I'm still kind of struggling with all the stuff. So thank you, EDD, for being a royal pain in my ass.
The hoops you have to jump. I remember like when the pandemic first hit, oh my gosh, unemployment was a nightmare. Like what my landlord at the time applied for unemployment for herself, and she could not get a hold of anyone every single day. It was awful. And it was like that throughout the whole like area. So 2 states and DC. It was crazy. So.
And it sucks because you pay for it. Like you just want access to your money. Yeah. Because it's like a benefit you pay for your taxes, and it's like they don't make it easy for you to take what is rightfully yours. Yeah. It's like what? Yeah. It's fucking annoying. And I could imagine during the pandemic, like the shit that like was going. Yeah. I mean, I'm complaining, and that's, I got mine within like a month, but still, I just had to like at one point, like I was like, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get it. It's just trust, let the universe do its thing and trust. Yeah. But I got it. Yay. Yes. Clap, clap. Have a
time. Well, there's many things. Couple things. So one, like it's been so nice to hang out with Erica I know, and our other friend Robert, who we haven't seen together in at least a decade. Yeah, like, at the same time. I haven't seen him in a long time. Like I've seen him on my own, but we haven't all been together in many, many years. So although we were working through some like deep emotional things, like it was just nice to like be in their presence and their energy. So that's been amazing. But I noticed like a big up level in my relationship with money, because we've talked about it in the past. Money is an energy and it's a relationship that you have. So you like being open to it and trusting it, like any other relationship, is huge. You just end up attracting more of it. Like it just circles in. So I didn't have a lot of trust in money, just even growing up. Like I had all kinds of stories that I was irresponsible, that I couldn't be trusted with it. You can't trust money, or like money, like the more money you have, the more problems you have, or you're like a greedy person, you're an awful person. And all of that is just not true. So I have like worked through a lot of my money beliefs in the past, and it just showed up for me this weekend. I had thought our Airbnb for our big 40th birthday was not due until like April 18th. And then over the weekend, it pulled the money out, and I was like, holy shit, was like my first reaction. Was like, oh my God. Well, one, I was like, someone hacked my account. Because I just wasn't prepared. I was like, what? Someone like is stealing my money. Yeah. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's Airbnb. And I didn't, like, aside from like the account getting hacked panic, I didn't panic. Like, I had the money. I just wasn't expecting it to be like out that day. And it was just like this calm, like, oh, okay, well, I'm good. Like, I have a surplus. We're okay. But like, I know if that would have happened before doing all the money beliefs work, there would have been a lot of fear. Like, a lot of fear that, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not going to survive until the next paycheck. Or I would have made it about me. Like, oh my God, Leia, you're so irresponsible. You can't be trusted with your money. Like, these stories that I've been told or that I have been conditioned to believe about myself and my relationship with money was like not, like, I could see it. And I was like, oh, that's not true. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm actually better than fine. We're okay. I'm safe. It's essentially what, like, I was like acknowledging, like, oh, that's good. Like, I'm safe. There's nothing to worry about. It just flows out and it flows in, flows out and flows in, like, more and more and more. So I was really, really excited to notice that, like, big win.
Yeah. No, that's good, and that's like how my energy was with the unemployment stuff. Like, I was like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm fine. It's just like I had to like call before a certain time, and then I a little bit was stressing out because it's like, well, I can't even get through. Like, what if I keep calling and I can't get through? April 2nd comes and I have to like reapply or lose all my money and go through all these other hurdles because like I was like in my head, I was like, eventually it's gonna be a problem. Like, you know, I'm gonna go back to work and I have to wait for my paycheck, and it's just like I'm gonna be in limbo for a little bit, and so I just had to like kind of not, because I couldn't control it, so it's just like, it's fine, it's gonna work out. It's just you have to call a little bit more, but it's kind of a waste of your time. Like, you're like calling, you know, like I would do it as I was getting ready, and like they have this big old like automated system talking about like fraud, and it's just like, can I bypass this? Like, can you just kind of like let me like put in the numbers, but it doesn't let you. You have to listen to it, and it's like, oh, but you know, it's the mindset. Like, we've been doing a lot of work around it, and there's so much more. Oh yeah. For sure. 100%. For sure. Anyways, that was a high vibe. Mine, I mean, I have a lot. You know, it's like I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, I don't know many people that could call up their friends and be like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Let me just go to your house and hang. And then like just like basically it's like an all-inclusive trip. Except for I had to pay for my plane flight, you know, and a few things here and there. But like, I went to, you know, give out a shout out to my friend Christine, who lives like an hour away from Phoenix, and she's just like, just come and relax, help yourself. We pay, like they catered to me, and I'm so blessed. Like, how many people can just show up at a friend's house, and their friends just like, do your thing, you know? Do you go to the room and cry if you need to? Like, go hang out, and you know, if you want to swim in the pool, it's not heated, go swim in the pool, you know? Go, you know, if you want to go to the store, let me know. And then from there, I called a friend who, because this was kind of like planned last minute, because I got my extension, and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of my house. I called my friend Marie, who lives closer to Phoenix, and then she picked me up. She like drove an hour and picked me up, and then like I was like, I was even like, I'll get an Uber and meet you halfway, and she's like, no, I'll do it, it's fine. I was like, are you sure? It's like really out here, like the drive was like, I felt like it was long. She's like, no, it's okay, and I was like, okay. So she picked me up, and grateful for her, and like I loved her neighborhood. Like, she lives in Chandler, Arizona. We're saying it right. And I was like, oh my God, this is such a cute area. And I was like, can I live in Arizona? Like, am I a desert girl? No, I'm not. I'm a beach person. But I do want to go back and visit her because she was still working. Luckily, she like worked from home, so she like had breaks and was talking to me, and we did stuff in the evenings. But still, like, it was like a 2-night stay. And she's like, oh, I wish I would have known. We could have gone to, like, I could have told you, like, there was, like, music festivals. There's just like a lot like activity, a lot more activity happening there, and a lot of people from like LA have moved. So I almost like made a joke because they were saying something, and I was like, "Is this like the LA of Arizona?" And they're like, people are actually been saying that, and so that's maybe why I was like attracted to it because like I love LA.
Yeah.
And then I came here, and then Leia catered to me, and then so she mentioned our friend Robert came. I didn't know he was coming. I thought he was in Miami, and he's like, we were at Target. And Leia was like, I have to go sit on furniture. And I was like, Target has furniture? And her Target does. And like I saw the sign, and I was like, well, okay, let's go like walk to the furniture. And so I'm like walking, and then she's like, oh no, like I think it's over here. And I was like, okay, like there's like a few patio stuff in here. Like I just didn't like register. I was so out of it. And like she's like, lead the way, and I was like, why? I was like, why did she want me to lead the way? Like I don't know where the fuck I'm going. But like I was, since I was pushing the cart, I was like, well, maybe because I have the cart. And then like I just like turn, and I see our friend Robert sitting down with some patio furniture. I was like, is that Robert? And I just like was really happy. I cried a little bit. Then I got really excited.
Well, Robert and I had been keeping the secret for like a few weeks. And so I knew he was coming, but I didn't tell Erica. And we were having this conversation. Like I was like, oh, I haven't told Erica you're coming. Like, have you? And he was like, no, but should we just not tell her? I was like, yeah, I love that. But I'm awful.
It
like,
really
I
bad,
can't keep a surprise. A secret, yes, because those are a little bit more serious, right? A surprise, I'm just so excited to share like this happy thing, right? Like, do not tell me there's a surprise party for someone. Don't just leave it out. So I've been keeping the secret forever, and I've messed up like so many times in the last few weeks. But Erica has been like obviously dealing with herself, so she didn't notice. She called me out once. I said like,
I don't even remember calling you out. That's like the thing.
She called me out once, straight up. I said something like, "Oh, when you guys come over." She was like, you guys, Robert's not coming. And I was like, and just completely changed the subject. Because I'm not a great liar. Like, I'm not a great liar. So when you call me out on something like that, I'm like, oh my God, my brain stops. So we did it. We pulled it off. Super excited. It was the reaction that we wanted. And we got to hang out with our friend that we hadn't seen together in like 10 years.
Yeah. So. And like, we're planning, like, I told them, like, let's do some, because I need to go to LA. I haven't been to LA since, like, May of 2019, and then the pandemic hit, and then, like, as things were opening up, I just wasn't going, because, like, our friends that are in LA are a little more, like, because they work with, like, kids, and their parents are older, or they're seeing more people that are immune compromised, so it's, like, they're being a lot more safe, and I understand, you know, everyone has their right to be. And so I haven't gone, and I want to start going more, because one of the things that I want to eventually move out of where I'm at, because I live in my hometown, but it's a small town, and it just my energy doesn't match it, and I want to live in like a city. And LA has always been in something I wanted to do, but like I mentioned, like I was like, is Chandler a thing, you know? So I'm just open. I'm open to like wherever I feel like this is where my next move is. And I want to go to LA to see how it feels like, because I haven't been there since 2019, and I haven't, you know, like I just haven't lived there since 2009. So it's a different city now. It's a completely different city. People ask me, which is funny, side tangent, but like people will ask me like, what is there to do in LA? I was like, I haven't lived there in over 10 years. Like, I don't know what is there to do in LA. You know, like I moved out in 2009. So it's like 12, 13 years since I lived there. And it's just like, I don't know, like, you know, like, there's so, like, even without COVID, it would have been a totally different city. You know, things change so quickly everywhere. But I do miss the vibe out there. And I think just like for the podcast and my content creation, that's where I'll meet more people. That's what I'm thinking right now. But it could be in Chandler. Who knows? Who knows where it could be? Like, I'm just open. I do love California, though, so it's going to be a little bit hard. Yeah. But if, something presents itself, I'm gonna go with it. Like I'm not dead set on LA. I just want that energy and vibe, and I'm very open to how everything's gonna turn out. Like I have this goal, but it's like the feeling of that goal.
Yeah.
And I think that's like what's more important, because we can get so stuck and like it has to be this way. Nothing's gonna make you happy, and then you miss all the adventures of life, you know? So
we're so excited.
We're so excited.
Big things coming up.
Yeah, and hopefully I can watch more TV and make more TV content. Because I haven't. But I did want to ask you something there, because you were saying that we should start documenting like our 40s.
Yeah, we're both turning 40.
Yeah. So
what like the experience of 40 is.
So it's like what I was thinking, like we could do like reels, but like what kind of content should we talk about being in our 40s? I don't know. But I'm now declaring that I'm 29 because I was on this plane. In one of my flights, my flight here from Arizona, I was sitting next to a guy, and he was like super chatty, and he was saying that he felt old. He was going to be 26. And then I looked at him, I'm like, honey, I'm old. I'm going to be 40. And he looked at me, he's like, shut up, you're 29. And I was like, you know what? That is my forever age. One of my cousins texted me today. He called me an old lady. I was like, you know what? I'm 29. What are you talking about? So I'm keeping it. Just my hair right now isn't cooperating, but I'm doing the things. Like, I just refuse to let like a number drag me down and tell me that I need to be this way because I'm a certain age. Like, no, I want to fucking live life. I want to have fun. Like, there's a thing about being, having responsibilities. Like, yes, like paying my bills, whatever, feeding myself. But after that, I have to do whatever the fuck I want. I'm gonna go have fun. Yeah, like I want a boring life. Sorry, I want to go to my grave being like, fuck.
Yeah,
I had a great life. I had an amazing life. So that's what the 40s is focusing on, like just doing more things that are fun. I think 20s and 30s, I was trying so hard to like make a career, do this, and I got stuck in all this like not ugliness, but like just things that didn't make me happy. Yeah. And I think a lot of us do, because we're told like once you find a career,
you gotta grow up.
You gotta grow up, and you have to get that career and get the house and get married and have kids. And it's like, so what happens after that? Like, what is it? Like, I've been seeing glimpses of that, and it's like, that doesn't totally seem completely fulfilling. Yeah. And that's why people have midlife crises, and that's why people do things like older in their age. So it's just like, I mean, not saying that none of that is things I don't want, but I don't think it's the ultimate goal, right? The ultimate thing for happiness. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. And we'll let you guys go, because we're going to go work out. We're going to do this hot works thing. It's going to be badass. It's going to be a Saturday. I'm excited. Take off the lipstick, because this isn't going to stay on during the hot works. If I keep this hot, it's going to be all over my face. So you take that off. But, remember to subscribe, tell a friend. Let us know what you guys want us to document in our 40s. I think we're still figuring that out.
Baby 40s.
Yeah. So, year 1 of 40. Like, what do you guys want to see? I don't know. The ideas will come. Trust. We'll figure it out. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, listening. Get you on the good side. Adios.